Amp Media Production presents Gypsy Soul, your one-stop shop for letting out your inner gypsy. Join Denise Marsh as she brings on a variety of guests to share their artistic vision with the world.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Gypsy Soul. I'm your host, Denise Marsh, and I'm so happy to be with you today. So today isn't just any Thursday. It's actually a very unique one. I have another Gypsy Soul in my family, and he's my son, Daniel. And today, Daniel is 18. Happy birthday, Daniel. I'm so proud of you. Big shout out to him. Daniel listens to me talking about this show all the time, and he understands the passion and joy it brings me. So it's really something else when your grown-up kid tells you that they're proud of you. It hits differently, right? It's a different kind of feeling. Well, today, you're part of this celebration. So happy birthday to my son, Daniel, who will always be my little boy. And I will not start crying on the air, but I feel very bittersweet about this. I mean, I feel like he was just standing next to me in the mall, and now it's like, can you go in front of me, or can I go in front of you? So things change. The teenage years change, but there's still more to learn and share, and you kind of bridge the gaps, and you kind of learn to have more fun. If you have a teenage son, they kind of get you to have fun and cut loose and, you know, connect with your inner gypsy, and Daniel does that for me, and I'm very proud of him, and I'm just so blessed to have him as my son. So I'm not reading from any of my books today, but I am sharing a very special poem with you today that I wrote for Daniel a couple of years ago. Actually, I think I wrote it for him when it was a time that we were both going through things. And it's called My Sun, My Star, and I'd love to share it with you guys. Yeah, okay, get the tissues out. My sun, my star. I will love you when there are smiles and laughter. I will be there through storms and any pain after. I will remember the little hand that held mine with pride, the young child that made castles in the sand. I will find an older you. I will guide you in this crazy teenage journey, now 18. And even through anger, love you true. I will beg for time and cherish it as if I found a gold mine. I will always be proud of who you are because, my precious son, you have never stopped being my star. I hope you guys like that. It's a very special poem for him. I know that he probably loved hearing that. Thank you. I wrote that for him a couple of years ago, but it still stands true. And, you know, just very emotional about the experience. If you have a teenager, you know, they just grow so fast, and there's so many things that we get nostalgic about and then things that we worry about, but, you know, they'll always be little in our eyes, won't they? Right? So on to today's guest. Today's guest is virtual. I have not met her before today, but she came highly recommended from my good friend, Shyla James. We have spoken via text a few times, and I'm very excited to share her with you. Her name is Guerly Adonis, and she's a true humanitarian. She's also the CEO and president of Change My Community. You'll get to meet her and learn about her organization right after a short commercial break. See you soon. Don't go anywhere.
Are you tired of long lines and fitting a car detail into your busy schedule? Magical Touch Mobile Detailing will come to your home or office. Small cars, big cars, and even trucks, no job is too big. We specialize in ceramic coating, removing tough stains and dog hair, and will travel as far as Boca and Jupiter. Visit us at www.magicaltouchmobiledetailing.com or call for a free estimate at 561-255-8968 and ask for Romain.
Hey there, have you heard of the new show Gypsy Soul? It's hosted by the one and only Denise Marsh. Listen in as she helps you release your inner gypsy with the best in South Florida, with plenty of special guests, with their own talents to inspire your inner gypsy. Tune in every other Thursday on your preferred streaming platform.
Hi again, I'm your host, Denise Marsh, and you're watching Gypsy Soul. And we have our fantastic guest here, Guerly Adonis. Are you there, Guerly? There you
Yes,
are.
I am.
The
Good
beautiful
afternoon. How are
smile.
you? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So it's
Happy
so
birthday to
nice.
your son.
Thank you so much. He hears you saying it, so he's probably screaming in the background. So it's so nice to finally meet you, even if it is virtually. You have a lot to teach me, a lot to teach my audience, and I can't wait to learn more. So, Guerly, you're an immigrant from Haiti. You came to the U.S. in 2004 with a legal background. How has your experience coming from Haiti helped you be a better spokesperson for other immigrants?
My journey from Haiti combined with my legal background gives me a unique advantage as an immigrant advocate. I have personally, firsthand experienced the immigration system. Uh, I wasn't born in this country. I was born in Haiti. To come to this country, I had to apply for a tourist visa. So I had to go to the American consulate, go through the process. And then when I traveled to the United States back in 2004, due to political turmoil in my country, I had to apply for political asylum. I didn't have the money at the time. I had to go to someone to help me. So I went through the process by myself again. So to learn the immigration system, I had to go to an interview. I had to go in front of a judge, and also later apply to become a green card holder. I went through the process by myself. Again, this I can say that I can relate to any immigration or immigrant client that I'm serving. Um, Doing that, and also I have to become a U.S. citizen. I went through that by myself. Meanwhile, I had a law degree from Haiti, and also I was applying to become to go to law school in the United States. So, as I said earlier, because of my legal background and also the fact that I went through the process and we can relate to those immigrants, it that unique advantage was a plus for my clients and the immigrants. I can authentically represent immigrant concern because I have lived them. While my legal training helps me identify practical solutions and effectively communicate those needs.
And you can empathize with them because
Yes,
you had that tough experience which empowered you, and now you can empower them. So it
of
made you
course.
stronger. Yes, it's a great
Yeah.
story. So tell us
Mhm.
about the steps that you had to go through to establish your legal assistance business that focuses on immigration services. Did any of your legal training from Haiti transfer to the States?
Yes, and as I always say to everyone that I'm talking to, knowledge is universal. Whatever you learn in another language can transfer to what you have to learn in the United States. It's a different. I learned it in French, but there's a lot of similarities between our law in AD, which is close to European law because we were colonized by the French. And also, when I came here, it wasn't that difficult for me going to law school because I already have the background. When I came, I worked for the clerk's office. A year after I came to this country, I worked for the clerk's office at the self-service center for 8 years, and then I became the manager and head legal assistant for a law firm. While working there, I decided to go to law school, and I couldn't continue working because of law school. So I had children at the time too. So I had to open my legal assistance business. While opening it, so I applied for I applied, and then I got to it. I did everything, and then while I was working at my legal assistance business, I became the president of the nonprofit organization. I did realize when I had my business as a legal assistant, as a legal assistant, there was a lot of immigrants coming to me asking me for to fill out paperwork for them to help them. They didn't have the money. That's why. So I had that business partner who had that nonprofit organization. He came to me and he said, "You know what? I have this nonprofit. If you can't help them through your business, why don't you implement an immigration department within change my community, which is the name of the nonprofit." I became president, and we started helping them, working with them. Also, later, we applied to get recognized by the Department of Justice. This recognition has helped us helping them more.
What is the mission statement of your organization? Because you said you help immigrants. What is your mission statement? What do you do exactly?
Exactly what we do. Our mission statement is to empower the community through comprehensive support services and advocacy. Our organization was founded on the belief that everyone deserves dignified access to legal services. We now, because of the era now, we are more focused on immigration, but we do have other services such as food distribution. We do we go to every city in Palm Beach County every month to provide food to about 300 and 500 families
Free, right?
every
Free?
month. Free food.
Yeah.
We are in partnership with Farm Share, and we do the food distribution. It's for free. Anyone can come. You don't have to be an immigrant. You can come. We also host those food distribution at the sites are mostly churches. We go to churches. We do the food distribution. We also do. We also have health and wellness programs where if they don't have access to healthcare, they can come to us. We have doctors and nurses in our board. They are the one handling the health and wellness program.
It sounds like a wonderful organization. And I did hear you mention that it's not just for immigrants. So it's other people
Not
can apply
for
as
the whole
well.
community.
So who came up with the title, Change My Community? Who came up with that?
My the chairman, he's the founder. His name is Yves Koyelen. He came up with the name. Yes, it's the name is really unique,
It
and
is.
everywhere. Yes, it's unique. Like anytime that we meet with people and they ask about the nonprofit, wow, this is a unique name. How did you come up with that? I don't know. You never told me, but really, we really like it's like we're changing the community.
Well, it's a very catchy name, and it's the epitome of what you
Yes,
do. I mean, it's wonderful. So, without getting too
yeah.
political, and I say this like, with a big tone, little voice, big tone. Has your role changed a lot since the new immigration laws under President Trump?
Yes, my job has definitely shifted. The new immigration policies, since this administration returned to office, there are new immigration policies that have created a lot of confusion in the immigrant community. People come to us with more concerns, more fears than ever before. We have had to quickly learn the new policies in order to give them accurate information. Our legal services are in higher demand now. Families want to know what their options are and how these changes will affect them personally. We've also stepped up our community education, holding more information sessions about their rights. We since this administration came into power, we had about like five forums where we go to churches to teach people about their rights. At the end of the day, our mission stay the same. We are here to help people navigate whatever system is in place, connect them with resources, and make sure they know their rights, regardless of who is in the White House.
How do you help the immigrants with fear? Because there's such a powerful air of fear everywhere. How do you help them with that going on, with that atmosphere of fear?
So what we do now, like as I told you, now we are in high demand. Most of them, like most of the immigrants that we have calling our nonprofit, are people that don't have any money, and we learned that a lot of them they don't send their children to school, they don't
Yeah.
go to work, they stay home because they're scared.
Yeah.
There's mass deportation. ICE can apprehend them anytime, anywhere. So we try like to hold their hands all the time and tell them, hey, you don't have to, you don't have to be afraid, but
Yeah.
you just have to follow the law. And
Yeah.
also, if you have a court date, you need to go to your court date. If you have an interview or an appointment with ICE, you have to go. A lot of them, they are scared. They're calling at the last minute. Oh, we need legal representation tomorrow or in 2 days,
Yeah.
because we don't want to get deported. So we have to hold their hands and explain everything to them and tell them, hey, this is okay. Sometimes if something happened, just call us, or this is the name of other organizations. If we cannot help you, you can contact them.
So you're their advocates. You're like
Yes.
you're their advocates. You're their friend. You're their supporters, and that's a big job. That's a big job. I'm sure they appreciate you immensely. And
They
how
do.
would people get
They
in
do.
contact with you? Suppose that someone's interested in your cause, in your mission, and your organization. How do people contact you to learn more about it?
They can go to our website, which is changemc.org. They can also contact us by email. The email is info@changemc.org. They can call our office number. The main number is 561-935-5299. We are also located in downtown West Palm Beach. The address is on 120 South Olive Avenue. The suite number is 302 West Palm Beach, Suite 3401. They can call, text, send an email, and go to our website. We also have a donation page in our website if they want to donate. We also especially at this era, we need a
Yes.
lot of help with those immigrants that contact us. They don't have the money, and as a small nonprofit organization, we have sometimes we can't. Sometimes, most of the time, we don't charge them, but at some point we have to charge some of them because we
Right.
don't have any grants. We're working to get some more grants. It's really it's a big challenge
Yeah, you can't
now.
work from nothing, right? You have to have something, some kind of
Yes,
support. Yeah.
yes.
So, what new developments do you foresee happening in the future for Change My Community?
Our big dream is we want to create a central community center, one building where people can get food assistance, legal help, health services, and education, all in one welcoming place. Now we have an office in downtown West Palm Beach, which is really small. To do forum or community resource fair, we have to contact other organization or other churches or schools to have access to their sites or to their venue. We want to do fundraising and also get donation to have one building, to have it's going to be a one-stop shop, as I can say, if I can say that, where they
Yes.
can come and get information. It will not only be for immigrants, it's going to be for the community. We are also dreaming on reaching out to more cities. We want to have a building or an office for Change My Communities in every city or maybe other counties. We went to Berglade about 2 months ago for food distribution. This is the first city that we want to tap in, or we want to go there and help out, because it's really challenging over there, and they need our help.
So, Guerly, before we go to a really short commercial break, when we come back, can you think of a story maybe you could share with us about someone that went through the process and how you helped them? Not naming any names or anything. But we're going to go to a quick break
Of course.
so we can rest both our voices, and we're going to come back and think about that when we come
Of
back.
course.
Okay? See you in a few minutes.
Hey there, have you heard of the new show Gypsy Soul? It's hosted by the one and only Denise Marsh. Listen in as she helps you release your inner gypsy. With the best in South Florida. With plenty of special guests. With their own talents to inspire your inner gypsy. Tune in every other Thursday on your preferred streaming platform.
Are you tired of long lines and fitting a car detail into your busy schedule? Magical Touch Mobile Detailing will come to your home or office. Small cars, big cars, and even trucks, no job is too big. We specialize in ceramic coating, removing tough stains and dog hair, and will travel as far as Boca and Jupiter. Visit us at www.magicaltouchmobiledetailing.com or call for a free estimate at 561-255-8968 and ask for Romain.
And we're back with Guerly Adonis talking about Change My Community. Again. So go for it. Tell us about a story you could think of. Again, you don't have to name any names. Just something that's close to your heart that happened to someone maybe recently or in the past.
Yes, something happened recently, and then it was we were very proud by because we were able to help this immigrant. What happened is he had a court date scheduled with the entire family. The court date was scheduled for himself, his two minor children, and his wife. Uh, at some point, the wife received a court notice for the court her court date to be rescheduled. He did not receive anything for himself. He did not receive a notice of rescheduling for the children. But just because he doesn't speak the language and he's been listening to other people, he did not contact an attorney, he doesn't have the money, or he did not contact a nonprofit organization for help. He thought that because the wife was rescheduled, so the entire court date was rescheduled for the family. So by listening to other people and not reading the court notice, the notice, himself and the two children did not go to the court hearing scheduled about like 2 days later. 5 days after the court hearing took place, in his absence and the children, the judge dismissed the case, and then he was in removal proceeding. Removal proceeding means that he was in deportation because he
Oh,
did not show. So he contacted our office, explaining the situation, stating that, oh, my wife received a rescheduling notice. I thought that I didn't have to show up. So that's why I didn't show up. Now I am in deportation. What should I do? So we
yeah.
took the case from him, and then we had to file. He had 30 days to file an appeal. So we went before the appeal. We filed an appeal for him, explaining to the appellate court, immigration appellate court, that this is what happened. There was an error. The wife received the court date. You didn't receive it. That's why you didn't show up. We had to explain it, and then the board of appeal agreed with our motion, and then this family were able to consolidate both cases, and now the entire family is scheduled for a court date in next year in April 2026. So it is a success story, and then anytime that we were able to help the community, it's really it's like it brings joy to us. It brings a lot of
Yes.
joy to us.
You provide so many services, so many beneficial services. It's you're a lifesaver. I'm probably considered to be an angel in their lives. It's a beautiful story, but it must get
Yeah.
very emotional for you, right? It's not an easy job.
It's not. It's not. It's not easy. So it's like people's life is in your hand,
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
and you have like sometimes like they come to you at the last minute, and they think that you have to do miracles for them,
You're
and
literally
you
on the spot. You're literally put on the spot.
yes.
Yeah, and but Guerly, I wanted to thank you so much for being a guest on Gypsy Soul. I learned a lot today. I think the audience learns a lot too. I'll definitely sound more intelligent when I talk about immigration, and I'll definitely be more empathetic towards the cause. And I hope that in the future, you'll come back and you'll shed more light on this subject. And I wish you luck in all of your endeavors. Again, thank you so much for being on my show. I really
Thank you
enjoyed
so
it.
much for having me. Thank you for having me. Have a good night.
Thank you so much. You take care. So
Okay,
thank you, everyone, for watching this special episode of Gypsy Soul, celebrating Daniel's birthday with me, and learning more about Guerly Adonis and her mission for immigrants. Now, our Gypsy Soul lets us wander, connects us to new people and places, and fuels that passion. And I continue with my Gypsy Soul to be grateful for all of your support, for sharing the show with others, for just, being here for the 30 minutes that just makes my life more worthwhile, two Thursdays a month. And it's just a treasured experience for me. Like I always tell my son, this is something I always wanted to do. Sometimes I still can't believe that I'm actually doing it. And it's just been amazing. And you guys are part of that journey. And I wanted to say thank you. And I will continue to be grateful and show gratitude towards you for being a fan of my Gypsy Soul, your Gypsy Soul, and our Gypsy Soul. And I'm going to see you next on March 13th for a very special episode of Gypsy Soul. All I'll say is get your dance shoes ready. And I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have fun plans. I hope it's not Friday yet, but it's almost there. I hope that, you'll consider all the things that happen in the show, and, you can wish my son a happy birthday from your house, because he can hear you, can feel the vibe. And just cherish everyone in your life, and don't forget to bring out your inner joy and your inner life, your inner brightness, and to your inner life, because it all counts. Every single bit of it counts, because we never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So with that in mind, I love you guys. I thank you so much, from my Gypsy Soul to yours. I will see you guys back on March 13th. Thank you. Have a great night. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to Gypsy Soul. Make sure to stop by next time for another enlightening show. A show that was produced by Ant Media Productions and hosted by Denise Marsh.